All right, questions for Coach MacIntyre.
Coach, how you doing?
Doing good. Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right.
This week, I know you're preparing for a freshman quarterback, and there's not, a whole lot of tape on freshmen. How does that change and how you're able to look at film?
Well, we look at the concepts that they're running. They got really two freshman quarterbacks in a way. So they've played two quarterbacks this year because of injury, and then they've had different starters, and they've both done good things out there. But we're watching the scheme of the offense, and then each quarterback has his own special traits, and so we've been telling our kids what guys are in and working on that way.
And then when you were looking at film from the UTSA game, what were some of your takeaways defensively from that game?
Well, we played well there for a while. Then they made a couple runs on us and it hit us on a ghost route that we pushed the guy and should have turned and ran with him. Those kind of things there. I thought the kids kept playing hard. I guess it's one of those football games. It was a tough one to say the least.
Now, back-to-back games, you guys start your first drive with a defensive touchdown.
Yep.
How nice is that to be able to start in that way?
Yeah, it's really nice. The kids came or been ready to play. They've been giving all they have, and getting the results there, giving us some momentum early in the game is always definitely critical. There's no doubt about it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Evan, and then Terry.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Evan.
Good seeing you.
Yeah.
So I guess through 4 games, is it too soon to try to assess maybe what you maybe like the most and maybe want to see more improvement for at this point in the season?
Well, I mean, we're always evaluating as best we can, and then you play so different teams each week, so many different schemes. We definitely like to keep improving against the pass. We definitely need to do that. Make more plays when the ball's in the air. Got to do a better job coaching them. Our guys got to do a better job of playing the ball and going and getting it. And so seeing some better results this week in practice. Hopefully that will keep improving.
Is there a stat that just kind of maybe you tend to look at more that says, hey, we need to fix this, or this is a concern for you that, we need to improve on this particular stat or stats maybe?
Well, to me, the only stat I really look at is scoring. Okay. Now, if we have to play 60 plays or we got to play 105 plays, we still got to keep them from getting in the end zone. So when you get to those facts, third downs are always key to getting them off the field. And then in today's world, you got to play fourth downs good. So we work on fourth downs, and we've had some good fourth down plays. And then you've got to play well in the red zone. And we've had good and bad times in the red zone. And, wish we could have stopped them on the 1-yard line the other day. We were battling hard. That would have been a big stop for us. So that's kind of where you look at those areas and keep refining it, keep working it, keep doing it. And different teams do different things in those areas. So hopefully we can adapt and be able to stop them in those times.
And you mentioned obviously stopping the pass has been one thing, but were you concerned more about the run, or do you just chalk it up to just UTSA being physical, knowing that of course Temple is probably going to be just as physical?
Yeah, no, we in the run situation, we were doing well there for a while, and then we basically ran by the guy clean twice. If you go watch the film, absolutely clean, just ran by him. So we've got to do a better job of us coaching them, understanding where their eyes are on 2 of their big runs, so that's those things we got to work on.
So you think it was just more about their scheme versus just an overall concern about stopping the run?
No, I think that we were right there in spot. Definitely on a few of them where we missed a tackle or actually grazed him, and he ends up making it. But, they ran the ball, 60-something times for 3 yards. I mean, if they're going to run the ball 60-something times, that's going to be something else. Hopefully the only thing is the 2 that we ran by the guy when we were right there. If we make those 2 plays, they got 150 yards rushing on 60-something reps. So that's not bad, to be honest with you. But we ran by them on 2 of them, and they popped one there for us at the end there, which is very disheartening. And we just got to do a better job of coaching them.
Thank you.
What's up, Coach Mac? How you doing?
Doing good.
Hey, the first couple of games, you guys were really good on defense, not making bad 15-yard penalties.
Yeah.
But the last couple of games, they've extended drives, especially late in games. What do you say to your guys that say, look, keep your emotions in check, and you can't have those drive extenders?
Yeah, that's something we work on hard. One of them, one of the mistakes was definitely an emotional mistakes. One of them to me was a questionable call. The kid thought the ball was being caught. He was running after the guy. I don't know. If he catches it and he doesn't hit him and he runs down the sidelines for 30 yards, what do you do? But the other one was definitely a bad mistake of not controlling your emotions for sure. And it definitely hurt us on that drive. We basically gave them a drive off of penalties. We gave them over 30 something yards of penalties, which you can't do. That's like a big 30-yard run or a 30-yard pass. So those are two things you can't do.
Sean Pastor from Owls Daily.
Mike, it's been about 25 years. I want to see if I test your memory.
Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes.
Awesome, yeah.
Yep.
So
It's been a while. I love my time at Temple. It was fun.
yeah, that was my first question, right? Your memories, because you were there. It was right. Many consider that the dark ages, right?
Yeah.
With those couple of years there. What when you think of those couple of years, what do you think of first?
Well, Ron Dickerson hired me, and he was one of the I think he was the first minority coach in the history of college football. I loved working for Ron Dickerson. We loved coaching there at Temple for those 2 years. We played in the old vet, and our football office was in McGonigal Hall. Our facilities were, to say the least, not very good at all. And but our kids competed, and we played in the Big East, which of the Big East that time was the big beast. I mean, that's when Syracuse was great. That's when Miami was great. Virginia Tech was great. Paul Pasqualoni had Syracuse rolling at the time. We played against a guy named Donovan McNabb and 11 other guys that went to the NFL off that team. Conrad, Spotwood. Our kids just played their hearts out. I really enjoyed the kid. I really enjoyed the people. We lived out in Fort Washington, Amarillo area, and still have great friends there that we still stay in touch with. My youngest son was born there at Abington Hospital. So we have a lot of fun, great memories there. It was a great time in our lives.
Yeah, did you ever, I'm sure you were back to Philly a lot of times with the Cowboys. Did you ever get back to Temple at all in the last?
No, I went back on the Temple campus one time since then. But I did get back when the Cowboys were playing the Eagles at the Link. I remember one memorable night there when Roy Williams picked off a pass late in the game against Donovan McNabb, took it down the sidelines to win it. I think it was a Monday night football game, I believe. And but it's the new Link is really, really nice. It's not new anymore, but to me it is from when we played in the vet. The vet was a pretty hard. It was a nice place to play, I guess. The carpet wasn't very good on the field, but it was a good time.
Yeah, I wonder, after all these years, have you ever been part of an upset, right? A bigger upset than that Virginia Tech game? Is that one still?
No, I still tell that story when I speak. That to me, that's one of the most amazing moments I've been a part of as a college coach. We were 36.5-point underdogs. Virginia Tech, I think, was ranked 5th in the country. They were undefeated. Of course, they were playing us on homecoming, and we go there and beat them on a goal line stand and win the game. I think 24-20. It was just incredible. I can still see all those kids. It was amazing. And watch 55,000 people just stand there in awe while we could hear our kids all the way up in the press box. I haven't been a part of one that big an overcoming factor. It was an amazing day, and it was a great win for Coach Bobby Wallace and all the guys there. I know every kid that was there and every coach there will never forget that experience ever.
Last thing I wanted to ask was about this game, and it's funny because I figured I'd watch a little bit. I watched Arkansas State game a couple weeks back, and for a second I said, did Dewan Mathis, was he playing for that kid Blackman and Dewan? They are skinny, right? They just look, physically the same. Are they that similar?
We've actually said that on film, that they can just flick the football, and he has a great release and flick. We have 2 players on our team that played high school with him at Belleville in Michigan, and he is a phenomenal athlete with a great arm. And another young quarterback, number 13, he's been really accurate, run the ball well. Is that Lynch? I think in that Lynch, is that the Lynch that was up for the Heisman's brother?
Yes.
That's what I thought. And so, you know, you got that pedigree there too of hard nose and knows coach's offense coming from Northern Illinois, I would think. And so they're both really good players. They're both young, but to me, they both have good talent.
All right, thanks.
All right, great seeing you.
All right, good seeing you too.
Go ahead, Terry.
Sorry about that. Since you brought up Philly, coach, you got to be whiz or no whiz. Which one are you, whiz or no whiz?
What'd you say? I didn't hear
Whiz
you.
or no whiz?
Oh, you're talking about my Philly
Since you
cheesesteak?
played in Philly.
Yeah, the Philly cheesesteak. I like
Yes.
the cheese on it. I like the cheese on it. There's no doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. You better stay off of 2nd Avenue if you go to our game too. I don't want you to see you down on 2nd Avenue. All right.
Thanks, Coach MacIntyre.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day.